Hi guys, it's Jill here. Today I wanted to talk about fluency. I don't know if there's anything that really makes me more annoyed than when people are like, "Oh, I'm fluent in this language," or when they're like, "Oh, you see these ads on the internet and they're like, learn a language in 3 days, be fluent in this language in a month," and it's like, because I get that you can learn what I would call level one like fluency, which would be basic interaction. You can be like, "My name is Jill. I'm wearing a red shirt," and like I guess that's great, and I guess you could consider that fluency, but because it's a big step, it's cool that you can do that. But it's like I don't know if that counts as fluency, and I don't know if you guys if anyone else gets frustrated by this, but it makes me crazy. And it also makes me question my own fluency. I mean, I've been living in Germany now for almost 4 years, and I'm like, technically I'm fluent, but I really hesitate to say it because there's still situations when people are talking to me and I'm just like, okay, no idea what they're saying. And there's still so many words I don't know. There's so much stuff like that. So you just sort of feel like, oh, I don't know. Anyways, so just for the heck of it, I decided to make what I consider the 7 levels of fluency. The first one, like I said, is sort of that basic interaction. The second one, I think, is being able to have a conversation with 2 to 3 people, because I feel like that's kind of a big deal. It's easier when you can control the conversation, so you just talk about yourself. But it's that's like that. I feel like it's kind of the next level when you can be sitting down with somebody and you're having a conversation. Typically, you're all talking about the same thing, so it's pretty. You can kind of figure out what's going on, and it keeps it like an okay pace. And so you're sort of like, I got this. Okay, I feel like that's the next level of fluency. After that, I would say it's when it gets into those more. So level 3, I would say, would be meaningful conversation. So that's when you start talking about like, you be able to maybe comment on current events, or you can, I don't know, say something meaningful about yourself, or be able to just follow in sort of these deeper conversations. You're not just like, my sport, I like to sport. My sport is basketball. Like you can say something more interesting. Like, I feel that, I can't even think of anything interesting to say, but just anything. And then I guess then that comes to the next level, which I would say is like being funny and being able to talk about like big ideas or sort of like philosophy. So you're sitting with somebody and you're able to make some sort of joke, and then everyone's like, "Ha, you're so funny," and then you're like, "Do you know what I feel about global warming?" or whatever. You can talk about something that's bigger and more interesting. I would say then what do I have that as? Number 5. Number 5 is 3+ people, because 2 to 3 people, you can kind of manage it. You can kind of, be like, "Oh, I don't understand that. Please help." And it's okay. But once you get into more than 3 people, then all of a sudden conversations break away. People are having separate conversations. You're getting into like inside jokes that maybe they have, or the conversation just goes boo, 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 boo. And then someone says something and everyone's like, "Ha, ha, ha," and you don't know why they're laughing. That's really tricky. And then just because you have to just focus on one person. I don't know if you've had that when like there's all these people talking and you're just like focusing on one just to figure out what they're saying, and other people are interrupting and saying stuff, but you just focus on their lips or what they're saying. Does anyone else have that? Oh man, it's hard. Which takes me to what I consider level 6, and is what I would actually consider fluency, and that is dinner party fluency. So that's when you're with this kind of like, I don't know, let's say 6+ people, music playing in the background, everybody's having separate conversations, and you're trying to focus on all of those while someone's talking to you, and then maybe jump into another conversation. I feel like that's super badass when you can do that, because that's hard. And it's like sitting somewhere and doing math, and then going to a bar and like people just saying numbers at you, and they're like, "What's 10 times?" Well, that's easy maybe, but like, "What's 24 times 52?" And you're just like, I don't know. But then as you just, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But at dinner parties, I just feel like it's that kind of idea, because that's how it feels. Like people are shouting out different things and you're trying to follow all of it. And then all of a sudden, when you realize that you understand not just your conversation, but you're picking up things from another conversation, and then there's a song playing in the background, I feel like that is That's crazy. That's hard to do. So yeah, you, if you can do that. But that takes me to level 7, because I feel like level 7 is even another step, and that's when your personality is understood. I feel like that takes forever, right? Like, man, just until you can actually convey yourself how you want in your new language. Oh, I feel like until then, you know, you're like, I guess not, I'm sure you're shocked to hear this, but I'm like a pretty open, like forward person. But, you know, when I'm in my new language, I just am like, just sit there and just like a dummy and just, you know, smile, or people say things to me, which I'm pretty sure have been like rude things. I'm just like, okay, thanks. Because I don't know what they're saying. And, you know, I feel really like meek. People are like, oh, you're so cute. I get that a lot. And I'm like, oh, shut up. Because you just, fair enough. Sometimes you're like, oh, good, I sound cute, not annoying. I guess that's a thing. But when you get called cute too many times, you just start feeling so little, like a tiny child. And that's also not a nice feeling. Anyway, I'd be really curious to hear what your sort of thoughts are, what you think the levels of fluency are. Because I mean, I didn't even get into like the academic stuff. I can't even imagine sitting in a classroom and learning stuff. I feel like that's also a level, but I definitely am not there and have not achieved it. Because obviously reading and watching TV and stuff, that should also be on my list. It's not. I feel like it's kind of included with dinner party. I'll put it all into that one. Anyways, yeah, I'd be really interested to hear other people's opinions on this too, because I just feel like it's annoying hearing other people say that they're fluent, and I just don't even think they know what that means. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Really interested in your comments, and if you want to subscribe, you can do that below. Okay, thanks guys. See ya.